Hey, and welcome back to the Front Range. I'm the dad.
I'm the daughter.
I am old.
I'm young.
And today we are going to be diving back into Nightwish. By the way, in case you didn't understand, when I said hey, because it was in another language, we have learned that that is Finnish for hello. So,
That's what Google translates it.
yes. So if that's completely wrong, sue Google, not us. Yes, that is just a little nod to Nightwish, obviously a Finnish band, and all of our great fans out there that have been watching these from Finland, obviously from all places over Europe. So I was thinking we may have to dabble a little in learning a little bit of some other languages. We'll see how that goes.
Not very well.
Might be a disaster, might be fantastic, but we're going to give it a shot. But such overwhelming response to these, and I really am just excited. It's funny because I want to just listen to their music, like put it on my Spotify playlist,
Right.
and listen to it. But then I'm like, no, I really want to get genuine reactions because it's been really enjoyable hearing these songs for the very first time and learning kind of the depth and levels. Like it's from one song to the next. That's one of the things I find kind of fascinating about these bands is that, from the softer side to the heavier side, they really have such a range. Like, if you're just listening to, a heavy metal band or like a band that I like, Slipknot, right? You're not getting much of the mystical or softer side
Right.
from Slipknot. You're getting, mostly hardcore, heavy guitars, drums, everything.
Whereas I listen to like K-pop, so I'm not really getting.
Right, you're not getting guitar solos and crunching guitars and like that kind of thing. And Marco, who I learned his name, really enjoyed his lyric or his singing. And it's funny because he vacillates a little bit. I've heard some of his singing on a couple of songs. It leans a little bit into like Ronnie James Dio, if you know who that is. Famous heavy metal singer. And also at times a little Dave Mustaine, who is lead singer for Megadeth. So, hear different elements, and it's interesting because his voice definitely has a range. And then obviously Floor Jansen, who's just, what else can you say?
I love her. She's really pretty.
Yeah, everything just, her voice, again, just, it's magical. Like it transports you, really.
She really does remind me of Hella. Like that's just who she reminds me of.
But then,
although she has the height of Brienne of Tarth.
Yes, that was funny. She made the comment of a little bit of a Brienne of Tarth reference. I was like, yeah, like if she had been born a few hundred years ago, she might be cleaving people's heads open with an axe.
Absolutely, she would.
So yeah, the kind of Amazonian.
But then she's got those
figure.
lungs. So
yeah, and then I don't know if it was humorous or if it's really what they call it. But somebody said she's apparently from Sweden. I believe that's where they said she was from. And so her headbanging style, when she's swinging a circle, is called windmilling. I love it. If that's not actually what it's called, it should be. And if that is what it's called, it's super appropriate. But anyways, don't want to go too long. Go ahead and jump into this live performance of Devil and the Deep Dark Ocean. It looks like it was a 2019 performance in Buenos Aires, but apparently the song is quite a bit older. But again, we're running through kind of some suggestions and just kind of seeking out some music. We're doing a blend, but don't worry, we're gonna get to they have so much. What I've realized is they have so many live performances out there, so don't worry, we're going to get to them.
Started.
Right, we're gonna get to them, and again, keep those suggestions rolling in. And the information, because that's the other thing is everyone seems to know so much about this band and everybody shares kind of a different little bit of information. And the other thing about these bands, not just this one, but Epica also that we've listened to, and then we're going to actually do another one soon, probably actually after we do this one, is how inspired people are by this music. Like people recovering from some pretty serious...
Music has a way of reaching and healing people far beyond words and everything else.
Right.
Music has always been something that brings people together.
Yeah, the kind of almost rehabilitative properties of this music, there's been quite a few people who, again, very inspiring stories of how this music has helped them in some dark times and from some dark places. So that's another great aspect of this type of music. But again, this is what I do. I go on tangents. Let's go ahead and get to the music and a new one for us from Nightwish.
Okay, so we'll give you this nice little piece. It's called Devil and the Deep Dark Ocean.
I love his hair.
Dude, his goatee too, beard.
There she goes.
I'm gonna stop already because one of the facts I learned. Oh, that's kind of a funny shot to stop on. Fact I learned that there were apparently two drummers. That one, when he left the band, then his mentor actually took over temporarily and then stayed with the band. But I have to say, like, the way the drummers set the tone so early in this music, or in the 3 songs now, this third song that we've looked at is just so impressive. Like, their drumming
Let me
is so
tell you,
good.
first of all, I've tried headbanging. I always get a headache, so that's crazy to me. But also, her outfits remind me of a video game character, Karlach from Baldur's Gate 3, which is based on, oh no. Oh, I'm blanking. Dungeons & Dragons.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I had to do because dice. That's what I was. Yeah. So but that's the outfit. That's what her outfit's reminding me of.
A snowy owl above the haunted waters. Poet tell the ancient gods. Christ to tell the never-ending story. Prophecy of becoming floods.
The Nora mystery surrounds her, the lady brightest ride. Soon the incarnation before the creator of the night.
Deep dark is majesty's kingdom. Pulling on the morrow's world. Yes, I'm the liquid, giving power. The red iron bone blood.
Fatal embrace of the blood-red water, the creator of infinite blue. Skeleton masters, this earth, carving on it new. Fire and snow.
Her voice is awesome.
I would die for the love of the mermaid. A seduction, beauty, and scorn. Welcome to the end of your life. Hail the ocean born.
Disgrace the spot for king. Death was spoken by way.
This is
Mermaid.
yes. Well, what's really interesting is, I mean, their lyrics are so just descriptive and evocative, and they're so great. This one, and storytelling just seems huge with them.
Right,
I
absolutely.
mean, we already did the one song of Storytime. Is that what it was called? I believe. But I love this one. It's almost telling the story of them each singing of a different character, because
Right.
it seems like he's singing about some kind of dark lord,
Right, like
or whatever,
demon,
right? And she seems like she's this lighter force, whatever
like a siren
it is.
or
Well,
mermaid.
Yeah, something with they definitely said mermaid. I mean,
Right.
explicitly. So,
Ocean.
right.
Born.
but
Is that the guy?
it's interesting how they're almost juxtapositioned against one another as light and darkness.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know? So it's really kind of fascinating following that within the lyrics. And like, this is the thing with this band. They always seem so happy to be
Yes.
performing. Like, look at this still.
He's just smiling.
Like, that guy always seems to be loving life,
I'm
and-
sure.
Yeah, I mean, they just seem to love what they do so much. There's so much joy, even in this, which is like a little bit of a dark tone and tenor.
Right.
But like, it's so great that they obviously love what they do so much.
Yeah.
It just comes through in their music.
Absolutely.
I love that guy.
I know. looks like they're having a great time.
Right now, all rest is sweet. When we here in the day,
I prayed for pleasure, wish for love, prayed for
pray for me.
Who the hell are you for me? An immortal dream to see. Leave me be, leave me be, leave me
Damn. It seems as if the characters now are like talking to each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. It's great. And then it's, punctuated again with her voice of just these hitting these.
Her voice is great. Like her lung capacity.
Yeah.
Is insane.
Absolutely. And I know it's interesting because from the beginning, people mentioned, that she's this goddess and, a Valkyrie and,
Yeah.
that she's 6 foot, whatever, plus
Yeah.
whatever. But as I've now, again, digging a little bit more into this band, when I see pictures of her kind of walking, I don't know who she was walking with. I think it may have been the former singer. But I was like, she is an Amazon. Like,
Dude,
she
she's
is,
tall.
Yeah.
From cradle to coffin, shall my wickedness be your passion?
Thank you so much. Wow.
So once again, blown away.
Yeah.
Interesting. I love that dynamic. That was different of the back and forth of, like
Evil
you said.
and good.
Yeah, and really the characters just speaking directly to one another.
Right.
And I've kind of mentioned it before. I mean, her voice in particular, there's something just so mystical and magical. Like, she can't even help it. Like, it
Her
just...
voice sounds very hydrated too, which is like a weird thing to say, but like it, when singers, when they're singing, it sounds like you're like, ugh, something's wrong. Like it sounds dry. Her voice, like there's not a voice crack. Like it's perfect.
Well, and it's so great, the differences in their voices and how well, as different as they are, how well they balance. Like, especially in that song of like this dark, Lord, and this, again, force of light, and just...
Well, he's got that death metal voice.
Yeah, he has that. It's so great. But you can't convince me that there's not some like magic that's created.
Oh yeah.
In these songs with when everything comes together, because it's interesting as when we're doing it on here, I really have to focus on the closed captions because I really want to understand the lyrics. But then I'll catch myself, really feeling the music, hearing the music, but feeling the music and the different elements, and I'll realize, man, like he is nailing it. Like I said, the drums in the beginning, it's always easy because it seems like that's a lot of their songs. Right away, the drums set the tone. But I mean, the way that keyboard player is going at it, like really hammering that, especially the high end of the keyboard, And then obviously, like I said, the guitarist and that joy that he has, and
Mm-hmm.
it comes through in his music. And it's weird because I will find myself isolating a little bit on the different musicians.
Mm-hmm.
And I said it from the first time I watched them. The live set was, they are tight.
Mm-hmm.
They are the musicianship and the obvious comfort and chemistry they have with one another, and the amount of time they must really put into perfecting their craft together.
Mm-hmm.
It comes through because
Mm-hmm.
those, you know, I've mentioned, I mean, I've gone and seen so much live music in my lifetime, and so much of it has been rock music and heavy metal music.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, live, you get varying levels of, you know, symmetry in the way that they perform. But, I mean, they're right up there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they don't really hit a bad note or a discordant note with the others. And again, it's all so, it would be easy for her voice to really overshadow everything,
Yeah.
because it is so powerful and it is so just memorable and everything that she does, but yet it doesn't. Like, it just blends so well with everything that's going on with that band, and it's crazy that they hit such a perfect blend.
Yeah.
You know, with their music. So, anyways, another great one that we're enjoying.
Yeah.
And just like to note, just because we've been so overwhelmed by the fans of symphonic metal, and particularly Nightwish.
Mm-hmm.
Although it seems there's so much crossover.
Yeah.
It seems like fans of Nightwish do like the other bands that are in the same genre.
Mm-hmm.
But a couple things, we're going to start doing some live
Mm-hmm.
streams. It's interesting because we're really trying to consider when we do it. It seems like we've had so much response from people in Europe
Mm-hmm.
of trying to figure out when we can do it that at a time when it'll be most accessible
Mm-hmm.
to kind of everyone,
Mm-hmm.
is one thing. But again, it'll be the first, whenever we do it, it'll be the first time we've ever done it.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of keep an eye out for that, and we may try to do some live music, and then just live discussion
Mm-hmm.
of the music and all of those things.
Yeah.
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 Other than that, can't say thank you enough for all the subscriptions, the comments, the likes, all that. It's just been great. It's been, you know, yeah, it's just been great. Everybody's been fantastic. If you haven't subscribed, hit the little button down below. It doesn't cost you anything, and you'll know when all of these reactions are coming out. Anything else?
No.
Other than that, I can't wait to get to the next one. Again, I said on one of the other ones, I have to kind of refrain because I don't want to just run
Yeah,
through.
they're just so good.
Yeah, everyone. So I don't know if we're going to come with a schedule or not. But to be honest, we probably won't go, at least for now, longer than 2 or 3 days without probably putting out another one of these, on Nightwish in particular. Other than that, again, thank you for being here. Can't thank you enough. And we will see you on the next one.